Hello, welcome back to another video, and today we will be flying another A350 flight, and this time we'll be using NVIDIA Shadowplay. Recently, inibuilds has come up with another update, version 1.0.12, with some minor bug fixes, etc., and some new features. Well, I think it's just mostly bug fixes, but they're preparing for the release of the ULR, which will come out in June, according to their roadmap. So let's hope that there will be no delay in regards with the ULR, and then I'll be actually making a video based on that. So today we'll be doing quite of a interesting flight. This is Turkish Airlines flight 154, I think, and they do this really interesting flight, a freedom flight. So their final destination would be Sydney. Turkish Airlines, they fly from Istanbul to Kuala Lumpur, have a stopover for a minimum, like let's say 8 hours, and then they fly again towards Sydney. And so we'll be doing that flight. The Istanbul to Sydney flight will be in another video. Yeah, let's just hop into the cockpit and check out the setup for the flight to Istanbul. And upon looking at the previous videos with NVIDIA frame generation, I decided to switch over to NVIDIA Shadowplay. So yeah, that's about it. So let's go into the cockpit and check out what's up with and set up the flight, the 8-hour, I think it's 10 hours actually, yeah, the 10-hour journey to Kuala Lumpur. So we are in the A350 cockpit. We'll just wait for the systems to power up. By the meantime, I already set the IRS to nav, the ADIRS to nav. Seatbelt signs and no mobile phones, no smoking are on. The air conditioning for the cockpit and cabin are set as well. As a footnote, we are gonna do this offline, so no VATSIM for today. So yep, that's we're gonna go ahead and set up the cockpit now for our flight. So 15th May to the 11th of June. Oh gosh, that reminds me, I really need to. I'm recording this on the 11th of June, so by tomorrow, I should set up and update the nav database. Okay, so we've got the flight plan in already, imported. The printer just decided to kick in. And we're using runway 35 right. So I am not familiar with Istanbul Airport. I'm just gonna go ahead and check. Before we do that, we'll set up our weights already here. Load the fuel, the payload, and yeah, the fuel. There, okay. So we'll go here to terminal chart. Alright, so LTFM. I switched from Navigraph to Lido, so we're gonna be trying Lido charts here today. This will be actually my first time using Lido charts, so please bear with me. So, am I on the ground page? Yeah, this is the ground page. For the ground charts, standard taxi routes to runway 35. Ah, okay. We'll use runway 35 right. So this is the standard taxi route for 35 right. I don't really know how to read this. 35 left, arriving. Oh, sorry. That I didn't read that. That was for arriving runways. Hang on, give me a second. Arriving runways, departure runways 36, 36, departure runway 34 left, 34 right. Oh, I guess that 35 right is not in use in this case. Okay, so we'll just use 35 right. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Where is... I'm trying to look for the airport chart for west, east. Oh, I think overview. Yes, okay, here. So we've got the terminal chart here. I think for this case, okay, so it doesn't really show, mind my dog, sorry. Don't mind my dog. East, okay, here. I think we need this. All right, so, yep, that's our, oh wow, it also labels like what frequencies to contact in different sectors. It's actually really interesting. So they really outline it. Anyways, back to our setup here. 35 right on the ECOW 1 Delta departure. So 35 right on the ECOW 1 Delta. Insert. Beautiful. Alright. Now we'll go ahead and set up our fuel and load here. You can hear the cabin announcements now. And let MSFS take its time because of the WASM. Because when you put in the weights, the VNAV path, there are some changes to the VNAV path, and that causes the WASM to overload a bit. So that's why there's a loss of performance. So we got our weights in. That's still pending. Oh, there. 9 hours and 56 minutes, so we'll arrive there a bit early. We have our step climbs put in already. So IRS aligns in 2 minutes, so we'll go ahead and start up the APU before anything else. Good. Now we'll go ahead and set our departure, our V speeds. So 35 right. 1014 on the QNH, okay. And we've got 150, 156, 160, flex temperature 57, 1 plus F. So we'll send that to the FMS, confirm, and that is basically it for the MFD. Going here to the MCP, we'll dial in 1014 on the QNH, set up flight level 370, and we're not on Baton, but we'll still put in Unicom. So yeah, that's about it. We'll just wait for our displays to align. 35 left, 35 right. Where's that? 35 right. I think, yeah, there you go. So yeah, Ikawe 1 Delta. Okay, so that's our departure chart. This is our ground chart that we'll be using. You already see the problem why I don't use Lido charts, because when you're on the ground you can't really see yourself. So it's a minor inconvenience. We have the airport nav here, which we will be using. So yeah, just wait for the navigation for the displays to align, and we'll go ahead and call for push. Never mind, I said that way too soon. So APU bleed on. Go ahead and get rid of the external power. And beacon lights on. That removes the GPUs. Get our fuel set up here, and we'll call GSX. I forgot to update GSX again, but in fairness, I heard some stuff about GSX, like the textures not being able to load properly. So like the livery doesn't load properly on the ground vehicles. So that's what's holding me back to update GSX.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
So we'll go ahead and load up the airport map here. Again, it's just gonna overload the WASM a bit, but well, it just takes a while. There's no fix for it. The fly-by-wire does it beautifully, like seamless, but that causes like a lot of FPS issues with that. So that's why barely anyone uses the airport map on the fly-by-wire. But on the inibuilds, it's more optimized. But the trade-off is that it takes a while to load. So yeah, we'll have to wait a bit. In fairness, Istanbul airport is a fairly big airport, so it's gonna take a while to load for on the navigation display. You can see it's a bit stuttery for now because the WASM is taking a while. Yep, there you go. So we've got, there you go, that's us. Okay.
Locking gear.
Oh. I kind of freaked out that the tow truck wasn't there. Okay, we'll do nose right, tail to the left.
Release parking brakes, please.
Yes.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Okay, so at time 11:42 Zulu, we are leaving Foxtrot 17. Okay, now let's go ahead with our engine start procedure, starting engine number 1. Beautiful. Hang on, I just want to check with my recording settings. So, video capture in-game resolution, frame rate 60 FPS. Notifications, files, disk space. Okay, it seems like I can't check the settings. I'll check them later when we finish the push. There's one thing we forgot. So starting engine number 2, engine number 1 is already available. Okay. Okay, I managed to change some settings a bit, so I hope the quality is a bit better. Go ahead and set the parking brakes.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Confirmation.
Cockpit
You
to
will
ground.
get confirmation.
We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Alright, so engine number 2 is available. Just start normal. Get the speed brakes armed. Flaps 1. I wonder what is this? What's that? Oh, it's the landing gear. It's the manual extension for the landing gear. Get the joystick ready. The broken joystick is back.
Unlocking gear.
Okay. Yeah, you can see my rudder's twitching there. Squeaking. So We'll just wait for the ground crew to clear. We can do some of the items on the checklist, so cabin crew ready up.
Left is
We'll do
clear.
that later.
Right is clear.
Auto brake RTO. So yeah, Tug is leaving. I think someone. Yep, she's got the gear pins removed now. Yep, I see you there. Bye. Okay. We can't go yet because the cabin is not yet ready. So I'm gonna call them. See if they're. Oh, while that's happening, we'll turn off the APU bleed and then constraints. We'll get the VOR. What did I say? VOR 1 and 2 on. Weather radar's on. Same goes for the first officer's side, but he'll get the terrain radar. Cabin is not yet ready. It's fine. We don't need to do that now because we're just gonna be taxiing. Taxi lights on. Okay, so for a taxi, we're here. We're gonna go on to, I don't know, November Echo Tango 9, November 1, then down here following on to Charlie for Charlie 2 Alpha. That is the plan. So we'll take first right, which is here. Let's go. Leaving Turkey. Sorry, not Turkey. Not just yet. Just leaving the gate now. So while taxiing, I want to explain on, in terms of me doing these videos. I was planning to stop making videos soon like these because soon I'll be upgrading my PC, and I just want to like get a smoother experience as soon as possible. I will be upgrading my RAM, so I will be ordering RAM, but this is not some like RAM that you get with like Corsair or HyperX. No, this is RAM that from Crucial that's compatible with my Dell motherboard, because again, mentioned in the description, it's a Dell Prebuilt, and my mistake was that getting incompatible RAM made the Dell motherboard recognize it as made the Dell motherboard set it to its lowest RAM frequency, so my processor can handle 2666 megahertz. It's not that fast, but it is faster than what I have, which is 2400 megatransfers a second, which equals to, get ready, 1600 megahertz. So it's really not that fast. Well, it's super slow. So, and that's what I've been thinking when I fly on X-Plane, because of course RAM speed brings up more FPS, allows the processor to inject more, allows the processor to process more frames faster and quicker and more efficient. So I want to get that. I want to get my hands on that as soon as possible. Alongside with that, I will be upgrading my graphics card. I will be moving from an RTX 3050. I think I mentioned this 2 videos ago in the A330 flight I did in Cebu Pacific. to my home country. You can check that out soon. You can check that out later. I mentioned that that I'll be getting an RTX 5070. I haven't ordered these parts yet because this will be for my birthday. So until the month of August hits, which is my birthday, birthday month, I will be ordering the parts soon before my actual birthday, which is on the 17th. So yeah, happy birthday to me. But that's my plan, at least. We'll be using the birthday money. When I asked my parents like, Mom and Dad, can you get me a graphics card? They looked at me with a blank stare, saying, what is a graphics card? So, of course, you have to like educate your parents a bit, so they understand where their money is going to, and if it's for the right cause. So, explained it to them and said, okay, yeah. So don't worry, we'll get you that on your birthday. So yay. Fairly short taxi though, yeah. From push to now, it just took us 9 minutes. Okay. I'll get it over here. 3-5 right is confirmed. Yeah, you can see. You can see my rudder struggling. So this will be one hell of a departure here. Waze will zoom out now. Landing lights on. Strobe lights on. Keep the power in as we enter the runway. Man, it's hard to like steer the plane using. You can see it on my on one of the displays. You can see the rudder like going in and out. It's probably the wiring again. So yeah, Thrustmaster, my lord. Anyways, we've got, how much fuel we've got? 58.8 tons to play around with. And our 10-hour journey begins. Chrono on. %. Okay, and take off. Man Flex 57 SRS runway auto thrust is blue. We'll put the departure chart on. Okay, we've got 100 knots cross track. And oh, rotate. I saw the speed going down a bit. Okay, nice. Positive rate, gears coming up. Thrust, climb, climb. Nice, alright. Well, you can see the sim stuttering a bit. It's fine. Fingers crossed. We'll do open climb. So we've got first derated climb, open climb, alt cruise blue to flight level 370. And we'll disarm the speed brakes now. Put that into arc mode. Those lights off. And we'll say goodbye to Istanbul. Beautiful airport though. Beautiful. Ah, you can hear the flaps just retracting. Going from 1 plus F to 1. So I think that leaves the trailing edge flaps still down. So we'll retract them now. You can see them now. Retracting here. Nice. Okay. So what is the transition altitude? Where am I looking here? Wait, I can just look here. Transition, 12,000. Okay. This plane's climbing. Gonna check in Elevitex, actually. And I haven't started tracking, wait. This is bad. I have not started tracking on my tracking on Elevitex. My bad. It's fine. We'll just say Foxtrot 17 left there. Okay, good. You probably didn't see the Elevitex window because again I'm using NVIDIA Shadowplay just so you can see the frame generation. So it will be a smoother experience for you guys as the audience. Anyways, for past 10,000, turn off the landing lights, seatbelt signs, and mobile phones off. And as we'll be heading up to 37,000 feet. And so, without further ado, enjoy the cinematics, and I'll talk to you guys soon when we start preparing for our arrival into Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. So, enjoy the cinematics.
Makes me wanna get
morning. We are over the coastline of Malaysia. We have Malaysia right now to the left of us, and the country is slowly starting to wake up now. I think it's 4 a.m. local time in Malaysia, because it's 5 a.m. right now in the Philippines, but from where I'm from. But yeah, so we're gonna start planning out the arrival here. I pulled up the ATIS, and again we're not on VATSIM, but I pulled up the ATIS, 0 knots on the wind. So I guess we're just gonna pick any runway at this point. I'll be picking runway 32 right here because I'm lazy to plan out the arrival for this. I'm way too sleepy to do this properly. We could have gotten runway 32 left, which would have been more convenient. Now that I think about it, that actually should have been a really good idea to plan for 32 left. Okay, we're gonna plan for runway 32 left. Just hang on for a second. Okay, we're not gonna switch runways. 32 right is our best option because runway 32 left, it only has an RNAV. Runway 33 is way too far from the international terminal, which is here. So I'm gonna start planning out the arrival here. So we are today on the KAKAK 1 Golf arrival. So runway 32 right, Alice approach via, let's see here. So we'll check our charts here. I added the charts already. So via Motka, does that say? Oh wait, no, wait, hang on, my bad. KAKAK 1 Golf. I think we have to go for Iguri. Yeah, here. Iguri and then KAKAK 1 Golf. Right, and insert. There we are. Now for the arrival, here we're gonna add in the weather information. I'm gonna update this one more time. And then let's pull up the minimums here. Okay, so winds are 0 at 0. So there's like no wind. Temperature is 25 degrees tonight. Well, early this morning, I mean. Yeah, sorry. And QNH is 1007. Okay, and now we'll do 300. I think the Airbus A350 is category C. So 300 on the barrow, and that is our arrival. Now for PTV, actually we'll actually do that later during the descent. So that's our arrival, and we'll be starting our descent soon in roughly around just a little over 10 minutes time until we start our descent. So yep, that's the arrival. So that's the arrival plan. So I'll talk to you guys later once we start descending and configure the aircraft for the approach, ILS approach to Kuala Lumpur. Hello, we have just descended through 10,000. I'm gonna turn on the landing lights and fasten seatbelt signs now. Malaysia's slowly starting to wake up now. It's right now 4:41 a.m. in Malaysia. And we are about to start our approach into Kuala Lumpur. Need to get some speed brakes in here. Adjust the dome lights here. And our display brightness. Oh my god, it's it's a bit bright. Throughout this entire flight, I wasn't able to sleep. I slept after recording the first bit. I went straight to sleep, but that was like 8. That was around 8 a.m. my time, and I woke up at around 10. So I had like 3 hours of sleep, technically. So when I'm done recording this video, I'm gonna go straight back to sleep. I haven't slept for... How long did I even sleep? 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I haven't slept for 7 hours. Also, don't mind my voice. It's always like this whenever I'm really tired. Okay, now the question is, before we... Oh, I forgot to mention, I already put in the BTV in here. We're vacating Alpha 5, so as soon as we touch down, we should vacate like as soon as possible, because I don't want to be taxiing the full length of runway 32 right in Kuala Lumpur just to get to the terminal. I am gonna look at flight radar really quick to see where did they park the plane. And yep, they parked at the satellite terminal. So okay, so we will be parking there. They're slowly deselling here. Also in inibuilds, with the new version 1.12 update, they mentioned that they fixed the aggressiveness of the derotation, because if you've seen on my last video, the derotation on that felt very, very aggressive. So yeah, I'm gonna be we're gonna be seeing that if they fix the derotation thing, because that really felt aggressive when you try to this derotation feature. It's like to it's a characteristic in the Airbus A350 to slowly derotate the plane's nose, hence why it's called derotation. Yeah. Why this feature is on the A350s, I'm not entirely sure, but you can search it up. Why do they have a derotation thing? Could be something to do with the aircraft, like doing wheelies. Okay, just about to intercept the localizer here. Gonna arm LS. Okay, arming the localizer here. Coming up here really quickly, actually. Slowing down, yeah, 185 on the speed. As soon as the localizer is captured, we'll turn on the glide slope. There you go. Glide slope. Localizer here established. There we are. Nice. All right, there's the airport ahead of us. Looks like the ATIS kind of lied. We have winds of 241 at 12. All right. Yep. There's the glide slope. Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna quickly edit. Oh, wait, hang on. That's not supposed to happen. Request the ATIS. I'm gonna update this again. The METAR. It's not technically an ATIS. It's not an ATIS. It's just METAR. 0001007. There's be more to this, no? It just says 0 knots. So. Okay, reducing to approach speed now, so we'll take flaps 1. We have a slight crosswind to the left here. We'll turn, yeah, just later. I was about to turn on the nose lights. We'll do that later. Hey, the Turkish Airlines livery with this special one, the 400 aircraft one, looks really nice. When we taxi to our gate, the sun should start rising while taxiing. Got 10 miles, 10 DME now. Okay, I'll just help the plane a bit. We'll take flaps 2 now. Love the flap sounds here. Okay, it's now turned into a tailwind now. Yeah, we're definitely we're gonna be working up the brakes here when we touch down.
$2,500.
Check. Alright, 10 knots on the tailwind now. Oof. I don't want to go around. Six and a half. Okay, gear down. Turn on the nose lights here. Nice. Okay, we got take flaps 3 now, arm the speed brakes. We're monitoring that tailwind now, it's becoming 11 now. Flaps full. There we go. Okay. Okay, I didn't hear it say 1,000 feet. Okay, the tailwind is slowly decreasing now. That's good. I think it was just I think it was just 10 knots for like a block of altitude only. Alright, we'll take out the autopilot. There's my rudder, don't worry.
400.
There's like no wind at all now. Perfect.
100 above.
That's my rudders if you see it deflecting a lot.
200. Minimum.
Continue. Kind of stable.
100. 90. 80. 70. 60. 50. 40.
Oh.
30. 20. Retard.
I nearly didn't flare there.
5.
Come on, get down. Beautiful. Versus green, decel BTV. Okay, they didn't really fix the derotation thing, but 60 knots versus auto brakes, braking versus out. Welcome to Kuala Lumpur. Flight time 9 hours and 59 minutes, so a little under 10 hours. Nice. Got a bit worried on that tailwind. As soon as we got closer, the wind speed started picking up and then when we hit like 700 feet, I think the wind speed just decreased by a lot. Okay, we'll take the flaps up now. Disarm speed brakes. And we'll start up the APU. Still cleaning up the aircraft here. Okay. I think we have to go here. Do we? Yeah, we do. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't ask for fire services, jeez. Got scared. Where is he going? Is he gonna give me a water cannon salute? I would appreciate that. Okay. Actually, the FPS here is not actually too bad. I was preparing for the worst. Okay. Almost there. Here we go. This is where we are. I'll just take that first stand there. What gate is this? Charlie 18. Okay, we'll hold here. Let's get GSX. Charlie. Okay, Charlie 18 is like non-existent. What? Let's go for Charlie. Yeah, why is Charlie 18 not here? We'll just take Charlie 15, I guess. No. Sure. Charlie 15 is the one right next to Charlie 18. Okay, here we are. Never mind, I lied. Where's Charlie 15? Oh, it's in the other side. Wait. It's in the other side of the terminal. Wait. This one here. Charlie 14. Okay. There we are. There. Okay, even though it says a medium gate, there's clearly two jetways, so surely this services big planes like the A350. Okay, slowly we'll turn off our nose lights so we don't blind everyone. Oh, well, you look at that. It has all that again. Auto dock or safe dock. Yeah, I think it's called safe dock. I can't. What? I can't really see properly. right. I don't know what type of parking maneuver this is, but I'm about to like consume the man. I think I'm gonna stop it there. I don't think the GSX profile loaded correctly. Anyways, we'll turn off engine number 1, engine number 2. And we'll stop the block time. The block time we have is 10 hours and 19 minutes. Cool. Alright, APU off, and then seatbelt signs, and no mobile phones. Okay, now let's check the landing rate. You probably won't see it because I'm recording using NVIDIA Shadowplay, but I'll see it in post. Minus 69. Nice. Charlie 14. Okay, so that is part 1 of this flight completed. So thank you guys for watching. If you want to subscribe, go ahead. Just don't mind the marshaller doing its own thing. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for the Freedom flight from Kuala Lumpur to Sydney, and I'll see you guys around. See ya.